Hello lovelies, happy new week. This is one of the numerous fish pie I've ever baked since I joined my husband here in the US. Of all the pastries in the world, they choose fish pie. I always bake fish pie once every week. I always store them in the fridge while my family members pick from there. I prefer baking fish pie to frying fish pie because of the oil content. I won't lie to you, my fish pie is crunchy, delicious and yummy. Let's begin, guys. In a dry bowl, I added flour, sugar, baking powder, cinnamon powder. The cinnamon powder is optional. Salt. Mix all that together to be well combined. After mixing all that thoroughly, I introduced my butter and begin to mix with my both hands. I want everything to be properly combined. When the flour became crumpy, I set that aside and opened one egg in a plate. Whisked that, created a space in my flour before adding the egg inside. Remember, this egg is optional, it's not a must. At this point, what you should do is to start adding cold water gradually to your flour to form a dough. But because I want to add milk, I added milk to my cold water and started introducing it to my flour gradually. When my flour started coming together to form a dough, I stopped adding water because for fish pie dough, I need a strong consistency. I don't want it to be too light or soft. I brought this out of my bowl, divided it into smaller sizes, wrapped it up with nylon and transferred to my fridge to marinate for 30 minutes. You can also leave it for days. The next thing I did was to prepare my fish filling. I have to rinse my already washed fresh fish, transfer to a smaller pot, and begin to season the fish. I seasoned with seasoning cube, onion, cumin, chili peppers, oregano leaf, bay leaf, little salt, little water enough to boil the fish. Stir all that together, cover and allow to cook. When the fish became ready, I brought it down from the cooking gas and began to transfer the fish into the plate where I'll be deboning the fish and also squash the fish. That is, to pieces the fish. I will carefully remove all the bones in this fish. At this point, I placed a frying pan on fire and added little oil from my tin sardine because I like sardine so much. I added enough chopped onion, fried that for a few minutes before adding my blended ginger and garlic. While stirring this, I allowed this to fry for some time before including my oregano leaf, chopped fresh peppers, bay leaf, and begin to stir all that together. I prepared my fish filling on low heat. Every time I'm preparing my fish filling, I like adding little veggies to it because it adds extra flavor and taste to my fish filling. But the good thing is this, I like having more of fish than veggies. So more fish, less veggies. I also added little fresh rosemary, seasoning cube, and little salt. Stir that for some time before including the squashed fish that I have and also my sardine fish. You don't use too much oil to fry your veggies, so I make sure I reduce the oil from the tin sardine. I will still talk about ingredients, but you see ground cumin. Ground cumin is very good in anything, fish sauce, fish filling, So just add little ground cumin, smoked paprika, little curry. I just want this fish filling to have a nice taste. I covered my frying pan and allowed this to steam for a few seconds before including my shredded carrot and spring onion. Remember, you are doing this on low heat because you want it to retain its crunchiness. This is my favorite part because I can eat this fish filling with my bread. It's just so yummy. Now, pay attention to this. Because of how sardine oil works, I always transfer my fish filling to a sieve in order to drain all the excess oil that is in the fish filling. If you go ahead and use it with excess oil, it's going to stain your fish pie. I will allow the fish to cool while I bring out the dough from the fridge. Now, it's going to be as strong as stone because you just brought it out from the fridge. You don't just roll like that. You have to massage that with your hands just for 1 minute so that it will be easier for you to roll out. Remember, it has been in the fridge, so everything seems to be blocked. In a dry surface, you're going to flour your working space and transfer the dough there and begin to roll out. You will roll this dough out till you get your desired thickness. I prefer it a little flat. Remember, the dough double in size after baking. After doing this, I'm going to cut off the excesses at the edge of the dough. and begin to fill the dough with my fish filling. I will add my fish filling on a straight line, and now it's time to seal the fish roll. I will seal this fish roll and begin to roll. I'll do it carefully so that the fish filling doesn't pop out of the dough. Remember, you can add your fish filling according to your desired quantity. I'm going to damp the edge of this fish roll with a wet brush so that it will be able to seal properly. It has been sealed. I'll go ahead and cut it to my desired shapes, sizes. Set it aside and repeat the same method using the remaining dough. Flour your surface, roll out your dough, trim the excesses at the edge of the dough, then fill your dough carefully. Remember, you don't overfill your fish filling on the dough, you just add it carefully. And also seal carefully, push that back and seal before rolling. The first time you will try this, it might wind you, but maintain your composure, okay? Just dip your brush inside water and use it to seal this. After sealing, roll and cut to your desired shapes or sizes. So transfer this to your baking pan. Like me, I covered my baking pan with parchment paper. There's this other shape I like baking. I just want to show you everything in this clip, though it might be long. Massage your dough a little, dry your work surface, flour it, roll out your dough to your desired thickness. For me, the thickness should be flat because the dough doubles in size after baking. After flattening your dough, you're going to cut out the excesses at the edge of the dough. Add your fish filling carefully. You're going to do that on a straight line. And I told you not to ever overfill your fish filling so that your dough doesn't break or the fish filling popping out of the dough. And you're going to seal that carefully before rolling. At least with this long video and explanation, you've been able to see how to roll a fish pie. Seal that and cut the excesses at the edge. Yes, you can still cut after rolling. Then this is what I use to measure my dough before cutting it to my desired sizes. If you want your fish pie to have a clean surface, this is what you do. After each cut, you clean with a wet serviette. Go again till you're done. Always remember to cut the excesses at the edge. This is the other design that I wanted to show you. I have like 2 other designs that I did the same day. On this particular day, I did this in large quantity. I will crack an egg open in a plate, whisk that, and use that for my fish pie. It's called egg wash. I'm going to gently apply this on my fish pie. Do you know why I'm doing this? I'm doing this so that I can get this glossy golden look on my fish pie. You know, it's very attractive and yummy. You have to apply this on all of them. See, if you bake fish pie without egg wash, it's going to look very ugly. In a preheated oven, I baked at 200, and guys, I baked for almost 30 minutes because my husband likes this so crunchy and I don't like it that way, but we all have our choices. I have to do that. Just take a look at that fish pie sitting pretty in my oven. Anyway, I'm done, guys. If you watch very well, you will see that I baked this at midnight. It's so yummy, guys. My husband keeps talking about this and his colleagues. Thank you for watching. I love you all. Bye bye.